A lot of their action runs through the front court.
You're exactly right, B.A., and I think that's where the game's going to ultimately be decided. I mean, we have to see which set of these bigs is going to impose their will, not just offensively, but defensively, too.
Now the starting group for San Antonio. Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Castle, and it's Vassell in at the small forward position. Knocks down the triple.
And Banchero has some range already. I mean, I want to see him continue to drain these shots.
Wembanyama, screen on Suggs. Fox for three. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Banchero. Picked by Isaac. Banchero no good. And Wembanyama has the ball here for San Antonio. On the wing, Vassell. Back to Wembanyama. And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. 6 to shoot. Three-pointer. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for three. That's on Mo Wagner.
Yeah, such a difficult frame to guard. Wembanyama draws the foul easily.
And the Magic surprising many league-wide, Clark, with how they've broken through.
And the way they're winning, I might add. I mean, rugged physical defense is their identity and calling card. Not necessarily what you expect to see from a young team, B.A.
Here's Sohan. No good with the triple. The Magic have gone 1 for 3 so far. Caldwell Pope for three. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Wembanyama, screen on Suggs. Pass to Castle. Fox with the ball. For three. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Sohan with the ball. He's picked up by Banchero. Sees the lob. Got a hand on it.
Good closeout from Suggs right there. How about the young fella impacting the game at the defensive end?
From deep, Wembanyama. Orlando grabs the miss. Now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with head coach Jamal Mosley.
He said they spent all week watching film on Victor Wembanyama, trying to find flaws that they could take advantage of. No such luck. So their mission tonight is to try to make someone else beat them, which coach admits could be fool's errand.
Okay, thanks, Allie. That's tipped. It's stolen by Isaac. For three, Caldwell Pope. Beyond the arc. Here's Wagner. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. It's a tie ball game.
I love his tenacity. Extra possessions, second chance points. That's winning basketball. Yeah, you've got to worry about Wembanyama everywhere. He puts a defense to the test.
Grant, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what an exciting player.
That he is, and just now entering the prime years of his career. We've seen him make great strides the last few years, and it's scary trying to think just how much he can still improve.
It's stolen by Isaac. And here again, the Magic on the move in transition. And Banchero gets it to go. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Magic.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
Something else that stands out is how they've gotten out in transition. Their speed has kept the defense on their heels.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Wembanyama's got 8.
Wembanyama quickly with one of his own, firing right back.
The three from Suggs. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds in the game. Wembanyama, screen on Banchero. Here's Sohan. Cash money on the open jump shot. For Orlando, they've gone 5 of 12 in this first quarter. Pass to Wagner from deep three-point land. Back to Suggs. Takes the 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
Getting more comfortable with his jumper. Jalen Suggs, no hesitation there.
Fox, the pass to Wembanyama. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Wagner. And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for the Magic. And Isaac, here we go. The 3 from Banchero. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And I think we're going to see a lot of nights like this from Banchero. He is built to score and never seems to take a play off.
Castle for 3. Knocks down the triple.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Banchero. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And that concludes a back and forth. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And for Orlando, what jumps out to you guys, stat-wise?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
On the court for San Antonio, we've got Keldon Johnson, also Harrison Barnes out there, and it's Mamukelashvili in at the 5, down low. Anthony misses. San Antonio's gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Here's Champagnie. Pass to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Mamukelashvili. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there are still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A., and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse, but some rebuilds take longer than others.
Three-pointer, Anthony. It's hauled in by Mamukelashvili. San Antonio leading. Barnes feeling it out a bit. They set the pick. And no good to start tonight, missing his first attempt there. Anthony with it, and it's Paul picking him up. Anthony misses.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, there's a lot of room for growth for the Spurs, even with their rising star, Victor Wembanyama, who said, I know it's not going to be easy. It's going to take some time before we contend for a title. I'm ready for anything and ready to sacrifice. I'm patient, but I'm not wasting time. Brian, plenty of motivation.
Chasing greatness is what they're doing, Allie. Now here's Anthony. He's scoreless. He drops it from range.
That was from deep. But, you know, Anthony has rarely seen a shot that he didn't like.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. Even then, it's just not a good play.
Franz Wagner checked in for Howard. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And it's Wagner missing. San Antonio's gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. Spins. Pass to Paul. And the ball's out of bounds. It was last touched by Anthony. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. To the paint. Plenty of space.
Wagner takes a lot of pride in trying to make a defensive impact and does a good job contesting the shot there. Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Now here's Anthony. Wagner outside. From downtown. San Antonio with a rebound. Mamukelashvili's got 4 rebounds now. Grant, you look at the development path of Franz Wagner. Not surprising he had an easier transition to the NBA.
But think about this, BA. I mean, he played against men very early in Germany, splitting time in Euroball, and at Michigan let him really develop in multiple ways. So he's seen it all and is still so young. You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make him earn those points from deep. Don't give them to him free at the line.
And the second free throw is good. And he makes all 3. 1:52 left to play in the second quarter. Wagner with a screen on Paul. From the arc. And Wagner hits from deep. Wagner's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Wagner always a threat from downtown, and I love the efficiency and solid mechanics of his shooting stroke.
The 3 from Barnes. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Wagner for 3. And he nails the jumper. Now just a 2-point Spurs lead.
Well, you know, Wagner's a pretty consistent shooter, and given opportunities, he'll make the most of them.
Ball passes to Mamukelashvili. From deep. That one doesn't drop.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Anthony outside. And another 3 for Orlando.
When it comes to solid three-point shooting, Anthony makes them when they count the most.
Johnson a screen on Carter. Here's Mamukelashvili. San Antonio again can't hit. And the Magic with possession. It's been 8 unanswered for them. For 3, Anthony. The offensive rebound. San Antonio's gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. Johnson with a bucket.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Here's Mamukelashvili, defended by Wagner. Johnson on the wing. Over Wagner. Misses the jumper.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
And please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Paolo Banchero with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell-Pope. Paolo Banchero is out there with Wagner, and it's Isaac in at the 3 slot. So that's who Jamal Mosley starts the second half with. Orlando with the ball, following the bucket by the Spurs. 4-3. Banchero no good. Spurs lead by 4. The 3 from Wembanyama. Orlando with the rebound. Wagner's got his 5th rebound in this one. The 3 from Banchero. The big man, Banchero, showing the range.
Well, I love Banchero's overall game because it's terrific. I like to see him taking over, too. As an alpha dog leading the way, going and getting his, that's impressive.
And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for the Magic. Here's the 3. Banchero missing again. San Antonio's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. You know, Clark, something Kentavious Caldwell-Pope brings, that championship experience.
And every championship team has a guy like KCP, a guy who can make shots, who's always there, ultra reliable, plays both ends, doesn't step out of his role, and all he does is help you win championships. I love watching guys like that contribute in a meaningful way to championship teams. And he's a fun guy to watch because he does his job at a high level pretty much every night.
Honestly, we have never seen someone like Victor Wembanyama, a skilled 7.5-footer. I mean, the way he moves, it's unreal.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock you down from the line.
Picked by Isaac. The 3-ball. And Caro no good.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
The big man, Wembanyama, sinks the 3.
You can tell Castle values the chance to set another guy up. He's not trying to do it all by himself out there.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, De'Aaron Fox, the inaugural 2023 Clutch Player of the Year, he said, quote, "You can't be afraid to fail. Obviously, you're not going to make every shot, but my team puts me in position to succeed, so the least I can do is have confidence in myself to take good shots." Brian?
Allie, thanks. You know, he's become a star. Here's Castle, down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Sohan. Puts up a 3, and San Antonio hits again from deep.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
The 3 from Bancaro. And it's Bancaro again missing. San Antonio leading by 4. Wembanyama with it. Now guarded by Isaac. Castle for 3. Knocks down the long J. Castle's got 6.
You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
The 3 from Bancaro. The big man, Bancaro from deep.
Responding nicely with his own 3, Bancaro. This is how competitive this man is.
Here's Fox. Outside for Wembanyama. Isaac with the steal. It's stolen by Fox. Fires from deep. Castle misses. Magic trail by 4. Pass to Wagner. Suggs outside. Bancaro with a screen on Vassell. Suggs, the pass to Bancaro. On the wing, Caldwell Pope. Just 4 to shoot. The Magic need to put one up here. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Spurs lead by 4. Now here's Fox. He has 6. Pass to Castle. Launches it. San Antonio again can't hit. It's stolen. Vassell passes to Fox. Wembanyama against Bancaro. Who poked away. And stolen by Suggs. Bancaro on the tape. Oh, Bancaro throws it down.
Boy, nice swipe that time from Suggs. I love to see him being aggressive and taking chances on defense.
Fox with the ball. He's picked up by Bancaro. Knocked away. And stolen by Bancaro. In transition, the Magic on the run. For the lead. Sohan with a rebound. Castle for 3. Sinks the tray. Castle's got 9 points. 5 ticks left in the 3rd. Back to Suggs. Over Castle. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer. But it's off target. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. 0 chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. All right, on the floor for San Antonio starting the 4th quarter. Barnes is out there with Keldon Johnson. Then there's Chris Paul, and it's Mamukelashvili in at the 5 spot. Now here's Barnes, clock at 6. This one for 3. And it's Orlando with a rebound. Carter's got 4 rebounds now. Johnson against Wagner. There's the three. Launches a three. Pure from three-point range. Black's gotten himself on the board with a three there.
Great to see a young guy play that kind of cerebral game. Wagner sees a shooter and gets him set up nicely.
Pass to Mamukelashvili. It's picked off. In transition, the Magic on the run. Wagner for three. And another three for Orlando. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Orlando.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
Yeah, you know, the defense just hasn't been able to keep up with them in this one. The transition game, as a result of good defense, has been very strong.
5 to shoot. Champagny, pass to Mamukelashvili. Over Carter. Mamukelashvili, no good.
When you're wide open like that, no need to fade away.
Wagner for three. It's hauled in by Mamukelashvili. Mamukelashvili's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. They set the screen. The three from Barnes. And a deep three from Paul. An absolute bomb from three-point range. And the Spurs lead by 2.
You know, you talk about stretching the defense out. I mean, with Chris Paul, I think you've got to tag him as soon as he crosses half court because he'll let it fly.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Here's Mamukelashvili. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. And now a 5-point San Antonio lead.
I like when Barnes is focused on moving the ball. I mean, it makes his team better. I love his willingness to get that ball moving.
Knocks it down from distance.
Cutting into this lead. They're well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Now here's Johnson over Wagner. A shot by Johnson, no good. Wagner on the wing. He's guarded by Barnes. Wagner outside. Pass to De Silva. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Mamukelashvili. Mamukelashvili's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside Barnes. Here's Mamukelashvili. And there's a pick. And that'll be San Antonio's ball as it goes out of bounds. Spurs able to keep the possession. A line change here for San Antonio. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Here's Wembanyama. And the shot goes. Wembanyama's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
No fear in this young man. We're already getting a sense of Wembanyama's killer instinct.
And that one drops.
No shame or fear in this young fella. And Carroll will take on any big shot. Love seeing that from him.
Now here's Wembanyama. From outside, off the mark. Pass to Wagner. And Carroll with a screen on Wembanyama. Wagner up top. He's covered by Fox. Wagner, the pass to Carroll. Laces one from 3.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Wembanyama, screen on Kevin,
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him and just came up short on the triple.
Jacks up at 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Wembanyama scanning the floor from outside the arc. Unable to get that one. Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A. The clock is theirs to burn.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. And nails the tray.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finish.
matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The guard pair, it's Harden and Powell. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. And it's Jones in at the 3 spot. Harden outside. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones.
Well, this is the basis of James Harden's game, right? That three-point accuracy opens up every other aspect of the floor and his scoring ability.
And it's Banchero missing. LA's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Jones, no luck. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. It's a 3-point game.
Well, being aggressive and assertive, the big man snatching the rebound.
Harden outside. Screen by Zubac. Puts up a deep 3. They get it back. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Harden for 3. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
It matters not where James Harden finds himself on the floor. He is a legit threat to put the ball in the basket.
And talk about victors and guys who play to their strength. What about Zubac? He does a great job.
He does, Kevin, a 7-footer who wants to play like a 7-footer. He's an outstanding rebounder. He doesn't need the ball offensively. You know he's going to show up and give you great effort every night.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Orlando's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Launches it. His second miss, now 2 of 4 on the game. Here's Suggs. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Boy, if Suggs is knocking this shot down consistently, the spacing will open up.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
I briefly spoke with Jamal Mosley, and I asked him how you deal with James Harden tonight, and Coach said his focus is not letting Harden get the matchups he wants, not allowing him to get ISOs. Coach said he has to work for it tonight, so they will try to throw some resistance his way, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And here are the Clippers now. The Magic getting the bucket. Suggs with the steal. Pushing it up for 3, Caldwell Pope. No good on that one. Harden scanning the floor. Leonard, that's for 2. It's hauled in by the Magic. Wagner's got 4 rebounds in this game. Stolen by Harden. Zubac with it. Isaac picks him up. Harden inside the 3-point line. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
You love to see Zubac get after it on the window. Use that size and strength.
Suggs passes to Banchero. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Stolen by Harden. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. A three-pointer is right on target. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the Clippers.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
I think the other thing they're doing is they're wearing out the opponent in transition, exploding up the floor for easy chances.
Now Harden, after the missed 3 from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Shot clock at 3, and here's Leonard from 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Leonard. Harden outside, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Harden outside. Pass to Zubac. Shot clock at 5. And the dunk by Zubac.
Yeah, if you allow Zubac positioning near the cup, look out. This is what you can expect.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Banchero. From outside, off the mark. Clippers leading by 8. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Harden dishes to Leonard. Harden sets the pick for Leonard. Takes a 3. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Los Angeles holding on to an 8-point lead. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. You've got Drew Eubanks. Dunn is out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Batum, and it's Coffey in at the 3 side. Coffey can't get it to go.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Recently, Doris, the Clippers have had their most successful stretch in franchise history.
Well, think about it, Kevin. They've only missed the playoffs twice, going all the way back to 2012. They made their first conference finals in team history back in 2021. Not bad for a franchise that had one of the worst win-loss records in league history.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Pass to Batum. The tray. Carter pulls it in.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Black. The three-pointer off the mark. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, Franz Wagner grew up in Germany, but he says one of the reasons that I went to college in the U.S. was to learn a different mentality. The game is played more competitively, and talking trash is welcome. I had it in me deep down, but that brought it out more. And that combination of styles has helped them to this day. Kevin?
Great stuff, DA. Thanks. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Dunn finds Bogdanovich. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Dunn sets a screen for Bogdanovich. Trains it from beyond the arc. And the Clippers lead by 5.
Oh, he is so good from deep. Bogdan is even better shooting out of the corner.
There's Wagner with the 3. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. And stolen by Wagner. The 3 ball. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Such a good mix of moves. Getting in his bag, Franz Wagner, on the pull-up jumper.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Dunn. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Orlando's gone for the 3-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. And stolen by Wagner. Here's Black. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the 3-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Down against Anthony. Outside for Batum. Bogdanovich with the screen. A shot by Batum, no good. Wagner outside. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Clippers leading by 4. Pass to Coffey. Outside, Batum pulls up. Eubanks the pass to Batum. Here's Coffey. No good with the triple. Wagner outside. Buries it from three-point range. Wagner's got 6.
Franz Wagner is a very capable offensive player. Knock down those deep shots, young sir.
Here's Dunn. Lays it up off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 3.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Pass to Wagner. Here's Black. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Black kicks to Carter. Done against Anthony. Kept alive. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Dunn. Sinks the triple. Now it's a 6-point Clipper lead.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Pass to De Silva. It's tipped.
That 7-foot wingspan and the versatility of Nick Batum send it back.
And the jam by Nicholas Batum.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. There's Wagner with the 3. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Banchero up there with Wagner. And it's Isaac in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Jamal Mosley. Here's Zubac. Rebounded by Isaac. The Magic trail by 5. Banchero finds Caldwell Pope. And here's Wagner. Magic moving the ball around. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. It just misread that pass completely.
Clippers leading by 5. And Greg, the way Orlando ended last season, that's really fueled their fire for this year.
Yeah, I mean, a tough loss to Cleveland in Game 7 of the opening round. But it's hard to win in this league without first incurring some battle scars.
Here's Zubac.
Well, credit Mo Wagner for making that a tough shot. At 7 feet, with that mobility, he should be able to guard.
Banchero, that's good.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Zubac, the pass to Leonard. Back to Zubac. No one near him. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Zubac has got 6. The Magic trail by 4. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Here's Banchero. Off target from 3-point range.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, last season the Magic extended Coach Jamal Mosley's contract through 2028. He said, it's not about me. I just want each one of these guys to reach their full potential. This game has been good to all of us. I want to be part of maximizing how great they can be on and off the court. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Orlando, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Caldwell Pope kicks to Wagner. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And he's got a nice fluid motion on his long-range shots. I think Banchero will be a consistent three-point shooter at the NBA level. And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
It's Powell on the wing. Kicks it out to Harden. Fires from deep. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
And it's Banchero missing. And it's Harden with the ball for the Clippers. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024. Paolo Banchero.
And Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Outside for Caldwell Pope. Hits it from three-point range. Caldwell Pope's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Magic. Harden against Suggs. And here's Harden. He's got 12. Zubac with the screen for Leonard. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Suggs. Kicks it out to Banchero. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. Over Caldwell Pope. Pass to Powell. Beyond the arc. Rebound by the Magic. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Stolen by Harden. Now here's Leonard. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Harden with it. Isaac picks him up. Harden kicks to Leonard. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists in the game. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Here's Leonard. It'll count. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They've got Batum. Bogdanovich out there with Chris Dunn. Then there's Drew Eubanks. And it's Coffey in at the small forward. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Amir Coffey. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
So it's Orlando now. They trail by 9 points. Wagner passes to Black. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Eubanks knocks it loose. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. 4 on the clock. Black. Clippers leading by 9. Here's Coffey. Nails the open triple off the fast break. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Clippers.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Coffey can't get it to go. The Magic trail by 9. The drive by Anthony. Here's Black. Carter, the pass to Anthony. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Orlando's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Yeah, defenses beware. You have to close out hard on KCP and disrupt his rhythm.
Suggs with the steal. Wagner wide open. And again, it's Orlando with the 3. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Orlando.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this run. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
Kicks it out to Wagner. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Drops in the tray.
That's an important shot right there, guys. I mean, he's produced from deep all game long.
Yeah, he's done more work outside the arc than inside it, and that's not going to change now. They'll ride his long-range game all the way to the end of this one.
Kicks it out to Jones. 6 to shoot. Leonard on the wing. From deep. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Wagner's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Outside for Caldwell Pope to take the lead. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Powell with a screen on Wagner. Back to Powell. Suggs against Harden. To get something going. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Jones for 3. Los Angeles with another miss.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
And Los Angeles guys shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Orlando's got 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of it. And Carroll outside. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Personal foul. 4th team foul.
It's tipped and stolen by Leonard. It's Harden with the drive. Pass to Zubac. Back to Harden. Outside, Jones. Nails the triple.
No, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Suggs against Harden. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. The three-pointer no good.
And you know they wanted that one to go down.
Let's prove it time. Fourth quarter. Don't get it done now. No more chances.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Looking to get back on track here. Kicks it out to Harden. Just 4 to shoot. Over Suggs. Harden can't hit.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Greg, this is all about execution. Can you free an open man from the three-point line? That's what it comes down to.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
key is to keep their teammates involved, playing unselfish basketball.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. Harden and Powell, their backcourt. Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. And it's Jones in at the 3. Now here's Fox. Shoots over Powell. And it's Fox missing.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Outside Jones. Pass to Zubac. On the wing, Harden. Leonard, right side. Three-pointer. The rebound by the Spurs. Here's Wembanyama. The 3. Buries it from 3.
Scouts love this from Wembanyama. A big who can hit smooth three-point shots.
So interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
Vassell against Leonard. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
Yeah, Kawhi, a master of the mid-range. For most, it's not efficient, but for him, it's cash money.
Fox with a screen on Jones. The 3 is up. The shot by Sohan, no good. The Clippers have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Harden from outside gets the 3 ball to go.
Big three-point shot from James Harden. Look, this man locks in, and that is his shot.
Wembanyama from deep three-point land. San Antonio again can't hit. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Harden, the pass to Powell. Harden with a screen on Fox. Here's Powell. Outside for Harden. 4-3. Here's Zubac. Leonard, left side. The 3 is up. Sohan with a rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
There's the triple. San Antonio again can't hit. The Clippers in the lead. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Moments ago, Greg Popovich and I were able to chat. He's focused on what they need to do to stop James Harden, saying they need to be aggressive defensively without putting him on the line. Once he starts racking up the freebies, the game slows down, he gets into a rhythm, and from there, it's a domino effect.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Here's Powell. The Clippers rebound. Leonard can't get it to go. And so it's Fox with it. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Wembanyama from deep three-point land. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. The Clippers lead by 5. Well, Richard, it might be a long time before we see a player with the combination of Wembanyama's size and skill.
He changes every opponent's game plan, offensively and defensively. You've seen nothing like it, and we probably won't for a long time.
Harden, the pass to Leonard. No good on the 3. For San Antonio, they've gone only 2 of 6 from the field. They get the rebound. Outside Wembanyama. Fires the 3. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
Harden, the pass to Leonard. Powell sets a screen. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Harden. Leonard's got 8.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Powell outside. Harden scanning the floor. Here's Zubac. Powell for 3. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's stolen by Leonard. And it's the Clippers on the break. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. 11 points in the game.
And he's a selective three-point shooter. Kawhi only takes them if he feels he has a good look.
Sohan, the pass to Fox. Fires for three. They get it again.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
Jones from outside. And that's not going to go. And so it's Kawhi Leonard making highlights for Los Angeles. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Los Angeles.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
Yeah, I also like how they've immediately gotten out in transition. They came to run, and we'll see if they can keep it up.
We've got Barnes. He's out there with Keldon Johnson. And it's Champagnie at the 2 spot. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. McLaughlin to the right side. Here's Mamukelashvili. The Spurs rebound from the arc. He buries it from 3. Mamukelashvili's got his first 3 points of the game.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Here's Coffey. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. San Antonio's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Okay, RJ, we all know how luck comes into play in the NBA. The Spurs have had great lottery luck.
Yeah, winning the first pick 3 times, drafting David Robinson, Tim Duncan, and Victor Wembanyama. I don't know, but I would be really upset if I was all of those other teams to miss out on those big guys.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, the Clippers' talent level is unquestionable, but they can run hot and cold at times. Coach Ty Lue said taking care of the basketball, transition defense, offensive rebounds, and spacing. Those are the 4 things we have to consistently be good at every single night. Brian?
Yeah, he knows what he's talking about, Allie.
This is Bogdanovich's game. Catch, shoot, score.
Here's Champagnie. San Antonio again missing.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
Spurs trail by 5. Outside Barnes. Puts it up. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it. Barnes has got his first bucket in this one.
Unselfish to the core. Johnson looking to make plays for others.
Done. The pass to Bogdanovich. To the wing, right side. Here's Dunn. No good from outside. The Spurs have got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Pass to Johnson. To the right side. Tipped away. It's stolen by Bogdanovich. And he gets the bucket. And the Clippers lead by 5. And for San Antonio, they're shooting around 29% in quarter number 2. From deep, Johnson. Batum pulls it in. The Clippers shooting just 33% so far in this game. The 3 from Barnes. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
RJ, with Harrison Barnes on the roster, a team can count on durability and reliability.
Oh, and don't forget about the veteran leadership he brings to the table. You can't underestimate how important it is to have a champion and a veteran like that in your locker room.
Johnson for 3. Doesn't go that time. Los Angeles leading by 5. Pass to Coffey. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. There's Bogdanovich with the 3. And can't get it. He's now 1 of 3. And the Spurs shooting only 27% for today's game. And Chris Dunn gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. We've got 1:13 left to play in the second quarter. Here's McLaughlin. And the 3-pointer goes. McLaughlin's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Bogdanovic. Batum sets a screen. Bogdanovic, no good. Bogdanovic has gone 1 for 4 from the field. Here's Champagny. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And that'll tie this game up. End of quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
And the Clippers miss again. The Spurs have gone just 5 of 12 here in the second quarter. Barnes, no good. The Clippers have gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. Hits a three-pointer. Bogdanovic has got 6 points in the quarter.
And this is why Bogdanovic is a vital cog in this offense. It's his ability to stretch the floor like that.
Took the opportunity when he saw it.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Launches a 3. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. Tie game in San Antonio. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Without question, Kawhi Leonard displaying his skills today.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, Harden and Powell, their backcourt. Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court, and it's Jones in at the 3. Since drafting Wembanyama, the Spurs have looked like a team that gets better every game, RJ.
And they're still so young. They're learning the intricacies of the game and how to play with each other. But you can tell things are coming together, and the future looks bright.
4 on the clock. Leonard for 3. Look at Leonard, dialed in from deep.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Offensive rebound. Out to Fox. Right side, Wembanyama. Here's the 3. Right wing. Beyond the arc. The big man, Wembanyama, sinks the 3.
Yeah, great find from Sohan. This is why his guys like playing with him.
Leonard outside. Jones sets a screen. Shot by Leonard, no good.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
From deep, Wembanyama. And Wembanyama missing. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Basket counts.
And just continuing to pile it on. Leonard is such a ruthless player.
Here's Wembanyama. Oh, it's Wemby.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Right side, Harden. Zubac against Wembanyama. Back to Harden. Pass to Leonard. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got 5 assists in the game.
Talk about a pure jumper. Leonard doesn't need a lot of space to rise up.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Norman Powell. That's his first foul of the game. Grant, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, BA, they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
Now here's Barnes. He's got 5. Here's McLaughlin. San Antonio again can't hit.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Pass to Bogdanovic. Rebound San Antonio. And here comes the break. Champagny, pass to McLaughlin. Corner shot. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Eubanks, he's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Batum. Off the mark there with a 3. Spurs trail by 3. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Kelishvili, no good. The Clippers have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. There's Bogdanovich with the 3. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. And for the Spurs, they're shooting a low 31%. Their offense is lacking. Here's Coffey. Drills it from deep. Coffey's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
Can't give those openings defensively. He'll just keep exploiting them.
Barnes, no good. The Clippers lead by 6. Here's Eubanks. Dunn outside. Takes a 3. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Counted from distance.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
Now here's Batum. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Coffey can't get it to go. 20 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Champagny. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Champagny's got his second basket of the game. Bogdanovich passes to Dunn. Here's Batum. Misses the 3. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers earning this break in the action, up 10. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Johnson is out there with Harrison Barnes. Then it's Jordan McLaughlin. And it's Kelishvili in at the 5, down low. That's the San Antonio 5. Here's Champagny, defended by Bogdanovich. Drains the triple.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
Eubanks, the pass to Coffey. There's the 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. Now the Spurs moving it up the floor. There's the screen by Johnson. Pass to Champagny. And here's Johnson. Out to the right wing. Lets it go. And it's McLaughlin missing.
Normally he drains that.
Eubanks, the pass to Batum. Misses the 3. Spurs trail by 7. The deep 3. Rebounded by Dunn. For Los Angeles, they've gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Outside Bogdanovich. Pass to Dunn. For 3. Rebound by San Antonio. Kelishvili's got 8 rebounds in the game. The 3 from Barnes. The rebound by Eubanks. Eubanks, he's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Batum. Nails it from 3. Batum's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
From the arc, Batum can be pretty consistent. Not a guy you can leave alone out there.
A line change here for San Antonio. San Antonio's gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Shoots. Powell with a steal. And it's the Clippers on the break. Three-pointer, Harden. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. And Wembanyama has the ball here for San Antonio. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
This jumper from Kawhi is pure. Once he gets his feet under him, the rest is easy.
Nice shot by Wembanyama.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Picked up by Sohan. Let's go with a three. And Victor Wembanyama hits from deep. Wembanyama's got 10 points in just the second half.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done.
Woo! Harden from outside. On target from range. And the Clippers lead by 11.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
Absolutely, and they have to continue to go to him.
Screen by Leonard from deep three-point range. Offensive rebound.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Sinks it from distance.
No fear in this young man. We're already getting a sense of Wembanyama's killer instinct.
Powell outside. On the wing, Harden. Leonard on the wing. Sohan covering. Leonard passes to Harden. Lets it go from deep. Rebound San Antonio. To the inside. Vassell right side. From behind the arc. It's rebounded by Zubac. Now here's Harden. He's covered closely. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. And De'Aaron Fox picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Spurs making a change here. Abukelashvili's checked in. Three-pointer, Harden. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
From deep, Wembanyama. The shot misses. Now Harden. From deep. Rebounded by Fox. So the Clippers win it. Boy, a nice win on the road. Thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the field. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
Coming into this game, Stan, it's clear who the media thinks will win. We've been reading about it and hearing about it for the last couple days.
Yeah, but Kevin, you know, none of us in the media know what we're talking about. It's just a lot of speculation. And look, it's a cliche, but it's also true. The games aren't won on paper, they're won out on the court, and anyone in the NBA can beat anyone else on a given night.
Which makes me look forward to this one.
Absolutely.
Now the starting group for Orlando. They've got Corey Joseph. And it's Houston in at the 3, the small forward. Wembanyama outside. Fade away. It's hauled in by the Magic. Queen the pass to Isaac. Launches it from deep. They get the rebound. Shoots a 3. Wembanyama with the rebound. San Antonio's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, how about the vision by Wembanyama there? Always looking to get teammates involved.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing. Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
A costly foul there. He'll shoot 3 free throws. All right, Stan, let's put that coaching hat back on you. How in the world would you game plan for a player like Victor Wembanyama?
Well, that's a great question, Kevin, and there are no great answers because he's so good. I think when you're guarding him, you want to be as physical as you can and keep him as far away from the basket as possible to negate his length. Defensively, or when you're on offense, his defense, I think you want to use his instincts to block shots against him, take the ball at him, draw him, and get the ball to open people.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, but if it were that good, it would work more often against the guy that good.
In the pass to Isaac, outside Joseph. And too much time in the lane, they get called for the 3-second violation.
San Antonio ball.
San Antonio's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. And Wembanyama launches it from deep. A quick shot there, and it's off target. Magic have gone 2 of 6 from the field. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Working his way from scout to head coach, Jamal Mosley was a longtime assistant under Rick Carlisle. He has paid his dues, Coach.
Yeah, and Kevin, I really admire the guys that put in the time, as you say, pay their dues, and get themselves ready for when they get the opportunity. There's a lot of outstanding younger coaches in this league, and Jamal Mosley's as good as any of them.
Yep, I would agree. Now, here's Fox to the wing on the left. Now, Sohan, shot clock at 6. Buries the long-range jumper. Sohan's got 6.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
Yeah, if you can hit that with regularity, it opens up the floor so much more.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And, of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for San Antonio. They lead by 7.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving.
So it's the Spurs now. To the paint. 1:02 left to play in the first quarter. And he makes that one.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
Pass to Houston. Connects from three-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And Joseph gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor.
Substitution of court.
Paul against Anthony. Paul left side. Takes a 3. They grab their own miss. Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. Misses the 3. The Magic trail by 6. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
San Antonio ball.
Here's Paul. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Champagnie. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Oh, and a terrific pass. Takes so much pride in his ability to make his teammates better.
Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Paul passes to Mamu Kalashvili. And so it's San Antonio in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
We've got Barnes, and it's Mamu Kalashvili in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the San Antonio 5. Hands it from downtown.
And love how Paul seeks out his teammates. Superb at slicing the D to pieces with his passing.
The all-time leader in NBA wins, of course, the great Spurs coach, Greg Popovich. So here is a guy who's a peer. What makes him so special, Stan?
Well, first of all, Greg Popovich is not a peer of mine, Kevin. I would never be that presumptuous. This guy is an absolute icon in the coaching world. I think from the outside, I think what makes him so special is he's never looked at himself that way. He's never rested on his laurels. He's a guy that's always evolving and trying to get better.
I love that assessment, but I do think you're his peer.
Not in any way.
And that one's good. Mamu Kalashvili.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know, it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And here is Paul. After Paolo Banchero made that last three-pointer. For 3. And Chris Paul hits from deep. Paul's got the lead up to 12 now for the Spurs.
And look at Paul's focus. He is completely locked in on his shot.
Caldwell Pope finds Banchero. And again, it's Orlando converting.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
And that one's good. Mamu Kalashvili.
Yeah, that's a nice dish. A lot of times the best way to put the ball in the right spot is with that bounce pass.
Banchero with the ball. Guarded now by Barnes. The Magic getting another chance here. Inside. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. They set the pick for the 3. And it's Wagner with the rebound. The Magic trail by 12. Caldwell Pope kicks to Wagner. Offline with his 3. San Antonio's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. A shot by Champagnie, no good. Back in 2022, the #1 overall pick was Paolo Banchero. What do you think of his game?
You have to love his game, Kevin. I mean, handles the ball as a big guy at 6'10", makes plays for other people, scores, gets to the free throw line. All-star game in his second year. And on that team, he has really, really looked to defend. This guy's future is bright.
And their coach is another guy from the Seattle area, right, who has come on the NBA and starred.
There have been quite a few of them.
Now here's Barnes. Puts up a deep three. Orlando grabs the miss. Banchero's got his 5th rebound in this one. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Paolo Banchero is not skipping steps. Magic Superstar says it's like anything in life. It's a process. Having that perspective just makes you want to work every day because this is the best league in the world. If you become impatient, you're going to drive yourself crazy. It's a cliche, Kevin. Just keep pounding away. Back to you.
Well said, David. Dedication to the craft. DA thanks. Took him no time at all on that one. Wagner's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Here's Mamu Kelishvili, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Shoots the 3. Offensive rebound. Anthony kicks to Wagner. Outside for Caldwell Pope. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Caldwell Pope's got his first 3 points of the game.
And the three-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots come from out there.
Drills the three-pointer. And the Spurs lead by 9.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
Banchero outside. No good from outside. The alley-oop, and so it's San Antonio. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Checking out the group for Jamal Mosley to start the second half. You've got Isaac, and it's Houston in at the 3 slot. Well, Coach Van Gundy, you spent a number of seasons with the Orlando Magic franchise. And looking back at that time, what stands out?
Well, Kevin, what stands out for most coaches in jobs, we actually won a lot there, and the winning stands out. I coached a great group of players, inherited not only talent, but guys of high character. It was winning, and it was fun.
You did a lot of winning down there.
We did.
A 3 from Wembanyama sinks the three-pointer. Wembanyama has got 14 points for the game.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is. Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Here's Black. 5 points in the game. His three-pointers off the mark. Fox deciding where to go with it. Fires away from outside. Doesn't go for him. The Magic trail by 7. Here's Houston. Isaac a screen on Vassell. Driving the lane. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Hey, Stan, I've always wondered, back when you were coaching, college or pro, what was your defensive philosophy?
Well, I think, first of all, Kevin, we always wanted to take away the easy baskets. In other words, we're going to get back in transition, not give away fast breaks. We are going to try to protect the paint and make sure we're not giving away layups. And we didn't want to foul unnecessarily and give away free throws.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Black, no good. Spurs leading by 8. From deep three-point territory. Rebounded by Isaac.
I'm not sure if anyone on the team has the green light from there. Definitely not him.
Well, that's the shot where if you make it, everything's fine. But if not, you're going to hear about it.
Here's Queen. Hits the three-point bomb. Queen's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Wembanyama, right side. A baseline J, trained for 2 points. And the Spurs lead by 7.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
From past the arc. Kept alive Orlando. Batadze the pass to Queen. Fires for 3. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Spins. Fires it up. Offensive rebound. Here's Sohan. Wembanyama, right side. Off target with his 3. The Magic trail by 7. Here's Black. Pass to Batadze. Takes the 3. Here's Queen. Here's Houston. Covered by Vassell. Isaac a screen on Vassell. In transition, here come the Spurs. Here's Wembanyama for 3. That doesn't go either for Wembanyama. The Magic shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. Black kicks to Isaac. He tries for 3. Another miss by Orlando. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so. Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense. You have to love the hustle to follow it up there. Time that tip perfectly.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Nailed from three-point land.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Houston, good work there as it goes. Houston's got 7.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Pass to Wembanyama. Vassell a screen on Isaac. Isaac with the steal. The shot, no good. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Zohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Vassell is out there at 5. And it's Vassell in at the 3. That's the San Antonio 5. And so it's San Antonio with it. Paolo Banchero unable to get his last shot to go in. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the play is under video review.
Officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Spurs leading by 9. Now here's Paul. Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. Five to shoot. Fires from the wing. Back to Paul. Out to the right wing. There's the triple. Rejected by Ben Carroll. Here's Mamu Kalashvili. And the three off target. And here's Ben Carroll. He'll bring it up for the Magic. They trail by 9 points. Pass to Wagner. Trains it from beyond the arc.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Passing, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Picked him clean. And here we go. Paul heading to the hoop. Pass to Champagny. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got assist number 5 here tonight. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And you also have to applaud how they've been able to create turnovers and then convert those on the offensive end.
Anthony, no one around. Drops in the tray off the fast break.
And for his position, Banchero, great vision and willingness to make the extra pass.
Paul with the 3, and again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Spurs leading by 9. Barnes outside. From downtown, and it's Wagner with the rebound. Wagner's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Anthony, the pass to Wagner. Buries it from 3-point range.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the 3.
And it's Mamu Kalashvili missing. The Magic trail by 6. For 3, Caldwell Pope. Rebound, San Antonio. Mamu Kalashvili has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's the screen from outside the arc. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. Isaac's checked in for the Magic.
Substitution on court.
Magic have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Back to Wagner. Over Sohan. The Magic again can't hit.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Now, here's Suggs. Up top, Wagner. Banchero is screened for Wagner. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Really the best result they could have hoped for on that possession. They get back all 3 points they just gave up and are close to putting this thing out of reach.
Now, here's Wagner. That doesn't go either for Wagner.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
A shot by Wembanyama, no good.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
And then foul, trying to extend that game.
Nails the tray. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the 4th. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet. And he commits the intentional foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
And this is important for Wembanyama's development, wanting to step up and be a leader.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
Looking for a quick shot, trying to extend the game.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
Caldwell Pope passes to Wagner. Lets the three fly. That shot is off. And so it's San Antonio who scraped by with the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but
great front court matchup.
Yeah, this is a game, BA, I think that has been circled on the calendar. These guys are competitive, but there are positional rivalries that do exist, and the only way you can measure up is standing across from your opponent. We've got that here tonight. Who's going to get the best of who?
So we'll look at our starters for Orlando. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. On the wings, it's Caldwell Pope and Wagner, and it's Joseph in at the point.
You know, I know some would like to see Banchero increase his shooting range, especially since he doesn't have a solid shot from behind the arc.
Controls the rebound and the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
And now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with Tyronn Lue.
I asked him how he plans to slow down Paolo Banchero, and Coach told me, look, he's an all-star, so you've got to guard him with your whole team. He's big, he's strong, he can punish you down low, but he's also quick and has the ability to beat you on the perimeter. We'll have to be disciplined tonight, BA.
And Allie, thank you for that. Here's Joseph, defended by Harden, launches it. The kick out to Banchero. Nails it from beyond the arc. Banchero's got 6.
His ability to shoot off the catch is a big plus. Banchero has quick reactions, a really versatile scorer.
Now here's Harden. Tight defense on him. Leonard outside. It's good. Off the assist from Harden.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And that one's good. Joseph.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Leonard. Harden, the pass to Dunn. Powell outside. From downtown. Rebound by the Magic.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
The deep 3. Kept alive. On the wing, Caldwell Pope, defended by Harden. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Joseph. And it's off from three-point range. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Despite his injury history, Kawhi still has the ability to take over games, Brent.
Yeah, does it feel, BA, that Kawhi sometimes is even more patient and more deliberate in the way he delivers in games? I think he's the type of talent that can slow himself and the game down at his will and still be a lockdown defender.
It's such a big help to your defense when your smaller players can snatch down rebounds in traffic.
Caldwell Pope for 3. Orlando again missing. The Clippers trail. Harden from outside. The rebound by Carter. For Orlando, they've gone only 3 for 9 from the floor. And Wagner gets it to go.
Already an excellent passer at his position. Banchero just loves showing off his court vision.
Pass to Leonard. Puts up a deep 3. Yes. And a nice assist from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one. The Magic have gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. Banchero outside. Here's Carter. Oh, trying his luck from deep. And another 3 for Orlando.
And you can run offense through Banchero time and time again. I mean, he is a special talent.
Harden, the pass to Leonard. Harden with a screen on Banchero. Here's Leonard. Back to Harden. Fires the 3. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
For Orlando, they've gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. Left side, Caldwell Pope. Wagner for 3. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
Harden, the pass to Leonard. Now here's Dunn. Here's Powell. Outside Harden. Leonard on the wing. Rebound by the Magic.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Joseph can't hit.
and he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
The 3-ball. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Well, they really cashed in on the break. I mean, it feels like they're hungry to get out, they're hungry to run, and they're not passing up any chances to leak out and score.
Drew Eubanks out there with Nicholas Batum. Then there's Patrick Mills. Then there's Bogdan Bogdanovic. And it's Miller in at the 3. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Now here's Isaac. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era.
Side out.
And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time.
Picked by Isaac. Here's McClung. Drives to the hoop. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Terrific design and execution. Leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Clippers trail by 6. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Miller, the pass to Bogdanovic. There's a screen. And Los Angeles, another 3.
How about that touch, Bogdanovic? That time from way out.
The Magic have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Pass to Batase. Lets the 3 fly. Here's McClung. This one for 3. Drops in the 3. McClung's got 7 points in the game.
Slow defensive rotation causing a breakdown along the perimeter.
Picked by Bogdanovic. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Isaac. Magic leading by 6. Here's McClung. That shot off. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Harris outside. Pass to McClung. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, a lot of new developments for the Clippers this season, and obviously they have the new arena, new designs for their logo, jerseys, and court. Not only that, their G League team moving into a brand new arena in Oceanside, renewing the San Diego Clippers moniker. Brian, a lot to be excited about for this Clips team.
No question. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. Orlando shooting their first free throws here for the night. Well, Brent, there's some players who never stop talking trash on the court. Was that distracting to you?
Not really, B.A. That's kind of the fun part of the game when somebody's trying to get under your skin a little bit. If it's not just playing defense and it comes with a little chit-chat, that sometimes draws your attention and makes you focus a little bit more.
Fires in the triple.
Well, great shooting off the pass. Get the feet set, good balance. Bogdanovic dangerous.
Oh, there's the alley. And it's the Clippers on the break. Eubanks, the pass to Bogdanovic. And here's Mills for 3. They get it back. Here's Eubanks. Batum outside. Shot clock at 5. Bogdanovic, no good. Magic leading by 5. For 3, here's Harris. Gets the 3 to fall.
Outstanding look from the perimeter from Gary Harris. When he gets space to shoot from there, he has no problems with it.
Outside Bogdanovich. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Batum's shot is off.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's McClung. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. The Clippers have gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. There's Bogdanovich with the 3. Connects from downtown. Bogdanovich has got 9 points now in the quarter.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Picked it. Batum with it. Pass to Bogdanovich. And here's Mills from the arc. Hits the trifecta. Mills has got his first 3 points of the game. Here's McClung. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Orlando ahead. They lead by 2. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Orlando leading. And now we've got an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. Here's who Jamal Mosley is starting the second half with. On the wings, it's Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. And it's Joseph in at the point. Now here's Harden. Again, the Clippers score.
They really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team. Just fighting.
I'll say this. Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. Out to the wing. Here's Joseph, defended by Harden. Orlando again missing.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy.
Powell's shot is off. The Magic have gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half. Drew the contact from long range, and he almost got the hoop to fall. Instead, he'll shoot 3 at the line.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
Good on the second one. And he makes all 3. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Now here's Harden. 7 points in the game. Fires from deep. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Here's Joseph. Kept alive by Orlando. Six on the shot clock. Goes back up. Back to Banchero. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Banchero's got 8 points.
He felt the defender closing out to him, and Banchero let it fly. That catch and shoot ability is a weapon.
Now here's Zubac. Still no points. Here's Harden. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Zubac does a great job of sniffing out offensive rebounds and beats his guy to the spot.
Banchero outside. Pass to Joseph. The 3. Knocks it down from distance. 9 points in the game.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed. and getting out on him.
Harden, the pass to Leonard. Screen by Leonard. And stolen by Banchero. Left side, Caldwell Pope. Back to Carter. Oh, stolen by Harden. Leonard passes to Powell. From deep. It's hauled in by the Magic. Carter's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Let's check in with our reporter. Oh, it's Banchero going up top.
I mean, did you see the strength and force? I mean, that's what puts Banchero ahead.
Powell passes to Dunn. Out to Leonard. On the wing, Harden. Back to Leonard. Screen by Leonard. 5 on the clock. Harden from outside. Drills it from deep. Harden's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, pick your poison with James Harden. Either way, he's going to find a way to make you pay.
Here's Joseph. And the 3 off target. And Harden's got the ball here for the Clippers. It's a 5-point game. 1:03 left in the third quarter. Joseph can't hit.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
Outside Harden. Pass to Leonard. Puts up a 3. And Harden gets it to go on the assist by Leonard. And now just a 2-point Orlando lead.
Well, one of these monster nights from James Harden.
Here's Joseph. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Harden. Out to Powell. Stolen by Carter. Here's Joseph. Defended by Harden. Carter, a screen on Harden. Outside Carter. Back to Joseph. Jacks up a 3. He can't get that one to fall. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Magic out in front, up 2. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. We've got Nicholas Batum. Bogdan Bogdanovic is out there with Patrick Mills. Then it's Drew Eubanks. And it's Christie in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Isaac, the pass to Batadze. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. And he lobs it up to the rim. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
And another difference maker that we could point to tonight has been second chance points. They've been in there, they've had active hands, they've been in great position, and they've been smart attacking the offensive glass.
They get it again. Pass to Isaac. Here's McClung with the drive. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow!
Amazing!
Man. And a two-handed jam.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. 6 to shoot. Here's Christie. That three's off the mark. Orlando has gone 0 for 3 here in the 4th. On the take. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, a strong move to the rack draws that foul.
And the first one at the line is good. And a new group getting ready for Orlando. And that's good as he hits both shots. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the 4th quarter. Harden finds Leonard. Zubac with a screen on Banchero. Leonard for 3. It's good. Off off the assist from Harden. Harden's got his 4th assist with that last one. And there's the drive. McClung. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It goes on Chris Dunn, and he makes the first. And what you like about James Harden, he can play with any set of teammates, Brent.
We're seeing this transition, BA, right, from Harden being this elite offensive system by himself to now being a better teammate, a guy who can facilitate and set guys up to make better offensive plays. So not shouldering the entire load anymore. He's been very flexible over the past couple seasons.
McClung passes to Banchero.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure. Screen by Leonard. And then Harden with the jam.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands. Stolen by Harden. Leonard for 3. Oh, Leonard laces it in from distance.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
And there's the lob.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the 4th quarter. Harden, the pass to Leonard. Throw it down, Kawhi.
Leonard doesn't shy away from these moments, embracing his role as a leader for his team.
Here's McClung. The Clippers grab the miss. Leonard inside, defended by Wagner. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down. And now a 4-point Clipper lead.
Put that one-man show on Broadway.
That's one way to go with the alley-oop. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Carter, the pass to McClung. Got it again. That makes him 8 for 15 for the night. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
If things are definitely working offensively, a balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Harden finds Leonard. 20 feet out. It's rebounded by Banchero. The Magic have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man.
If there were ever a play to change the momentum, that might have been it. The bucket, the body, and now the lead.
Harden with it. He's picked up by Banchero. Leonard for 3. Oh, the trifecta!
Wow. That takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
And he's going for the oop here.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
They can't go empty on any of their possessions from here on out.
Can't come away empty. That would be the nail in the coffin. So reliable with the ball in his hands. Caldwell Pope wanted that shot, and he got it.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Dunn. It's Powell on the wing. Leonard with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Leonard outside. From outside the arc. Off target from downtown. And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. And he's able to hit the second one, and that'll put him up 2. 8 seconds left to play in the 4th. Bogdanovich up top. Oh, and he can't make the shot to force overtime. So it's the Magic taking the W in a close.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take.
man.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. It's Friday night. And all the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. De'Aaron Fox out there with Castle. And it's Vassell in at the small forward position. A three-pointer is right on target.
You see the competitor in Leonard matching the 3 from the other end.
A shot by Wembanyama, no good. Here's the Clippers. Foul for 3. Wembanyama with the rebound. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Castle. That 3 off the mark.
I mean, come on, jack that one in the face of some strong defense. You got to think twice about that next time.
Harden outside. Here's the 3. Wembanyama with the rebound. For San Antonio, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
And the Spurs with possession. Pass to Leonard. Three-pointer. Los Angeles with another miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. Dunn misses. Here's Sohan. Again, the miss by the Spurs. There's the steal. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. And the 3 ball is good. Wembanyama has got a couple of 3s now in the first with the Spurs. Harden inside the 3-point line. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
This is the mark of a great scorer, the ability to not have any struggle making shots off the dribble. That is a hard thing to do, but James Harden makes it look easy.
Vassell, no good. And so Harden will bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 1. The shot by Powell, no good.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
A nice shot by Sohan.
And how about the vision from Castle, spotting that opening and making the pass on time.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Fires from deep. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And, Torres, what's amazing to me, if you look at Kawhi Leonard's production year to year, there's no drop-off.
There's certainly consistency to what Kawhi Leonard does. When he entered the league, he was a defensive force from the outset. And then he built methodically his offensive game. Free throws, post-game, and now range shooting. He is a complete basketball player.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden is still a factor at age 35. He says, I'm more than a scorer, so for me, it's just impacting the game at the highest level. Kevin, he's led the league in scoring 3 times, but has also led the league in assists. So, it's pretty much true. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And don't forget, he rebounds as well as any guard right now in the NBA. Sohan from outside off the mark. Clippers trail by 3. The 3 from Harden. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama has got 5 rebounds tonight. The wide open look here for Fox. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Oh, how about the vision by Wembanyama there? Always looking to get teammates involved.
The 3 from Harden. Rebounded by the Spurs. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Fox, no good. The Clippers shooting pretty brave so far, about 23%. 100 kicks to Harden. Another miss by Harden.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers. Not much to show for him. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Substitution on the court.
12 seconds left to play in the first. Here's McLaughlin. There's the three, and he's good on the three ball.
Three-pointer.
Gets it off, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's set. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
On the court right now for the Spurs, we've got Barnes, and it's Mamu Kelishvili in at center.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
I think this is what we call, quote, running a team off the floor. They have been fantastic in transition.
Doris, recently the Clippers relocated their G League team, bringing basketball back to the city of San Diego.
Kevin, I absolutely love this because San Diego gets its first NBA representation since 1984. And yes, it's great for the city itself, but it's also a smart move by the NBA. You are tapping into an untouched market.
Clippers trail by 12.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Here's Wesley. The offensive rebound. Pass to McLaughlin. Here's Wesley. They set the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Puts up a 3. San Antonio again missing. LA has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Christie can't make it. San Antonio leading by 9. This one for 3. Passy, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Coffey can't get it to go. And San Antonio shooting 32% overall right now, not one of their better showings.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Wesley with the screen on Christie. To Bassey, and it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Barnes looking around. Doris, it's great to see the excitement that surrounds women's basketball currently, isn't it?
It's great, Kevin, that these incredible players with a high skill level are being acknowledged, not only for that skill, but the quality of play, the competitive spirit of these women. They have worked as hard, and they should get as much recognition.
And here's Bogdanovich for 3. It's rebounded by McLaughlin. Spurs leading by 6. Pass to Mamu Kelishvili. Drills it from outside. Mamu Kelishvili has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed if he can wind up that open from three-point range. I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan. And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
On the wing, Barnes hasn't made one yet. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. And Los Angeles guys, shooting is definitely lagging at the moment. They're just 30% in the second quarter. Here's Christie. Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Here's Bassey. Sinks the triple. Bassey's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful, and because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
Bogdanovich, no luck.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And that one's good. Mamu Kelishvili.
No defender within 5 feet of him, just inviting him to shoot the three. That's a dangerous proposition.
Coffee passes to Bogdanovich. They get it back. Fires the three. That one's off to a rough 0 for 6 start for him. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Offensive rebound. Pass to Wesley. Here's Bassey. Lets it go with a three. Eubanks grabs the miss. Eubanks got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Coffey. Los Angeles with another miss. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Solid work at the line a season ago. 83% on his opportunities.
Wesley with the ball. They set the pick. Got it up. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And we've reached halftime in this one. Spurs. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're measuring up the shot.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. And it's Harden with the ball for the Clippers. It's a 13-point game. So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15 and 56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
We'll see Powell and Leonard playing the forward spots. Dunn is out there with Harden, and it's Zubac in at the 5. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. 4 on the shot clock. Three-pointer, Fox. Wembanyama left side. San Antonio again missing. Clippers trail by 10. But tried by Zubac. Kicks it out to Harden. Leonard with a screen on Fox. No good. Shot missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And the basket by Castle.
And when he's firing from out there, you know Castle is feeling it.
Pass to Leonard. The 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama has got rebound number 8 now on the night. From the arc. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Dunn dishes to Leonard. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Leonard's got 9.
Just another place you have to take Leonard seriously. He's so capable from the outside.
Fox from outside knocks down the 3-ball. Fox has got the lead up to 13 now for the Spurs.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
San Antonio shooting just their second attempt at the line tonight.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Spurs leading by 14. Outside, Fox. And it's off from 3-point range. Clippers have gone 2 of 6 in the field here in the third. When Kawhi Leonard is healthy, Doris, no one has a bigger effect on a game than this great two-way player.
There's no question, Kevin, because of his length and savvy on the defensive end. He can swallow up individual offensive matchups. He's that good defensively. And then you think to his transition on the offensive end from a player who was a standstill shooter to now who you can run your offense through.
That one goes. Count it. Clippers trail by 16.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
And here's Harden. Outside Leonard. A 3-ball. Kawhi drills the 3-pointer.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Castle. San Antonio leading by 13. Here's Sohan. Trains the 3-pointer. Sohan's got 9 points.
And there's a nice playmaking element to Castle's game, especially at 6'6".
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the Clippers are intent on winning big. Coach Tyronn Lue said half of it is great talent, and I think half of it is execution. When you get to the playoffs, it's a whole different animal. We got to be 100% execution with our talent. That makes for a dangerous team. Kevin?
Very dangerous. All right, David.
This is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Vassell sets a screen for Wembanyama. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 11 rebounds in the game. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Harden.
Nice job by James Harden to leap out and get an easy opportunity in transition.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
Spurs leading by 11. Wembanyama looking it over. Good on the triple.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
And here's Harden for 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. No good. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the floor for San Antonio, they've got Harrison Barnes, and it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And this is why Bogdanovich has a permanent green light from the arc. Frankly, the team expects this from him.
Wesley against Bogdanovich. Here's Bassett. Nice shot from the wing. Clippers trail by 13. Outside Bogdanovich. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
The tray. No good there.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Outside for Batum. A 3. And Wesley pulls it down. San Antonio leading by 10. And here's Barnes for 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Barnes has got himself on the board with 3 there.
When Harrison Barnes is in rhythm, there's no doubt about it. He can stretch your defense.
Simmons passes to Coffey. Outside Bogdanovich. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And another three for the Clippers.
Making a huge difference from deep tonight. That was a big-time shot.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from, and they're going to need a few more of them before this one's over.
Clippers trail by 7. Launches it. Rebounded by the Spurs. At one point, they led by 16. Launches a three. Batum grabs the miss. Los Angeles has gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. And there's Bogdanovich. That's good on the assist by Simmons. And now just a 4-point San Antonio lead. Pass to Mamu Kelishvili. Jacks up a three. Connects from three-point range.
And the fans are so fired up after that triple that trimmed the lead at the other end. And now they are stunned.
Bogdanovich, that's for 2, and it's Mamu Kelishvili with the rebound. Mamu Kelishvili has got 7 rebounds in the game. Passing, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And Batum kicks to Bogdanovich. Shoots the three, and it's Bogdanovich. Again missing. Spurs leading by 7. Here's Wesley. Eubanks grabs the miss. Eubanks got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Spurs. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. They get the rebound. Bassey, the pass to Barnes. Here's the three. It's good from long range. Barnes has got 6 in the quarter.
With that deep stroke, I like Barnes' ability to switch between the 3 and 4 spots. 2 distinct things in terms of spacing on the floor and the requirements of the jobs.
Spurs shooting the pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Spurs.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance, it was a big-time outing for Victor Wembanyama.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
Here's Mamu Kelishvili trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
The three from Barnes. Eubanks grabs the miss. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They